Welcome to the Liminal Space Roadtrip series, where over the next 14 days, myself and the YouTuber Jaden Salads will be driving around the entire USA to visit the real-life locations of famous liminal space images. These are pictures that you've all seen before on the internet, some are more popular than others, but we're gonna go see them in person, and we're gonna bring you along with us for the entire journey. We're going to be recreating these images, telling you their lore, their history, and the path that we have to take to get there. And you're going to see things like the OG Backrooms image location, level 94 of the Backrooms, the Liminal Space Taco Bell, the Windows XP Hills, the Blue McDonald's. We're going to be visiting them all and so much more. So if that sounds cool, stick around for the next 2 weeks of daily uploads. That's crazy, but daily, and follow our journey each of those days to visit every liminal space in the USA. Today's goal is threefold. We're going to be going to the real-life vivarium houses. It's weird. Then we're going to a dead mall, and then we're going to an uncanny liminal space location from a college campus. Now today is a special day for me specifically because I grew up in the area where all these places are located. And it's pretty cool that I'm going to be able to make a video about it now. But let's go ahead and get into the lore of each place and explore it and see what it has to offer. The initial location, of course, is the Dr. Seuss Vivarium Backrooms weird level looking neighborhood that was featured in a viral TikTok from a couple years ago. And it's also the place where I lived for almost 3 years. Now, I did just move out to a new house. I'm not doxing myself, don't worry. But I did live in this backroomsy neighborhood for 3 years almost. The entire area looks like you walked into some sort of futuristic suburban sprawl. There's never-ending rows of repeating houses for literally as far as you can see. Just brown, blue, and gray, copied and pasted over and over and over, with no unique features about them. There are no trees, there are no birds, there's no nature, there's no privacy, and it truly looks like something out of a nightmare. The neighborhood itself was constructed a little over 4 years ago, and the insides of the actual houses offer plenty of liminal spaces as well. There's large open rooms with no personality and slapdashed finishings that echo and reverberate when you walk. In my near 3 years of living in this neighborhood, it kind of made me paranoid because when I would walk outside, I'm always being watched by like 10 people from their front porches, and it low-key made me de-realize some days because it's just this embodiment of suburbia, routine, and the mundane. Like when I would walk out of my house, I would just look out and I would see the same thing over and over and my head would literally get light. It was strange. And you're going to get to see that right now with our adventure today as we go visit this neighborhood and I give Jaden Salads the tour of my old stomping grounds.
It's literally...
Bro. Look at the houses, bro. Look at this. I mean, this is not even real, bro.
People definitely think we're like sleeper agents.
Oh, dude, we are the deep state, my friend. And every morning in the summer, that ice cream truck would drive past my house, and it would go doom, 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 doom.
It made you mad.
It made me mad because it was like derealization. Like, why would it seems like something out of a Dr. Seuss story, bro.
Well, I just don't think real people live here. I think it's just
Now 4 p.m.
Look at that. That's someone. Look at that shot right there. There's no fences. You don't have a backyard here.
No, well, you have like half a foot. So it's like this, but in the back.
I was gonna say, what's with the connection between the houses? But
It's like little carport things, but you can't even do it. You can't park under there. I don't even know what it's for.
Humans like to hide and like get cover, and that's why
Backrooms, bro. Jaden Salads is in the backrooms right now. Dude, look at that, bro.
Well, the windows are uneven as well. They're not symmetrical to the house.
The leading lines. I think the best part of that view is like the clouds today. Jaden Salads in the backrooms, bro.
So Jared actually used to live here.
Yeah, I did. Unfortunately. Right up there.
He said it here.
Just goes on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I would say there's at least 5,000 people that live in this entire neighborhood, and there's not even a sound being made. That's because none of it's real. This is all AI generated, bro. I swear to God. How is this real? Are you gonna sit here and tell me that I used to live here for 2 years? Maybe I'm AI generated. I don't know.
He is. It's true. This is what I'm thinking.
Tell us your ideas.
All these pictures, all of our liminal spaces. I think we should post it onto Reddit and see who can get the most Reddit karma.
Low-key. It's used drag right here. That's cool.
That's kind of liminal. Is that like a,
that's a Backrooms entity, bro. It's a Backrooms entity. Backrooms entity rag. Look at it. There's a piece of it right there.
Somebody mowed over that.
Don't touch the rag. Don't touch the rag, bro.
She has no control over that dog.
No least control. It's alright though. We're not dog trainers, you know. When I chose to live here 3 years ago, I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew I'd be making content out of this. I knew content would come. I'm 3 steps ahead, always. I'm the thinker, bro.
Steps ahead.
Yeah, I'm the thinker. Bro, think he's the thinker.
You're Socrates.
So as you can see, it's a weird place. It's very strange, and I did not enjoy that much about it. I had a fun time there. The memories are good, but the specific houses are not. I also have a documentary about this neighborhood and the effects of its strangeness that I experienced. That's coming out in November. I'm kind of putting that together, and if you're interested, stick around. But until then, I cannot get the image out of my head of looking out my window upon never-ending houses for as far as you can see. And everyone in the neighborhood acts like normal SpongeBob. So, it's a very odd place. The second stop for today is a popular liminal space trope in general, and you've all heard of it. It's the dead mall aesthetic. These barren, drab hallways of tile and fake plants and skylights filled with nothing but the echoes of the past and dead businesses. Stores completely abandoned. There's no bustling people walking around. There's literally nothing. The malls are just a shell of their former selves. But the specific mall location we're visiting today is the Richmond, Kentucky Mall. It was documented in a YouTube video many years ago that I saw. It has about 20,000 views. And again, like I said, I grew up around here. So I came to this mall as a kid, and never did I realize how liminal it was until I saw it decline every single year. This specific Richmond Mall is not a unique story though, and it's a very common thing for mall centers to become forgotten about once commerce opens up elsewhere. The mall was open to the public back in 1988 when it was constructed, and from the beginning it kind of struggled to gain business because people would have rather gone to nearby bigger cities to shop, and overall it just wasn't as popular as they thought it would be. And when I went here as a kid, I remember seeing multiple restaurants, Sears, and candy stores, and things like that. But now it's empty. It's literally just a hollow reminder. These days, the Richmond Mall is the location of the city DMV. Several church congregations meet there, and there are still a few restaurants and bars and local mom and pop stores, but it is nowhere near what the mall used to be back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. Truly, I cannot express to you how empty this place was when we saw it today. It was unnerving.
Welcome. At the Richmond Mall in Richmond, Kentucky, and I'm not from here, so I'll let Jared.
I am from here. This is the small town mall that used to be very popular in my hometown. And now, as you can see, it's not very popular. There's nobody in here. We've seen like 3 people. And this town has like 40,000 people in it. 0 of them are in the mall.
It's a pretty big mall. Like, I'm from a small town, and this mall is like pretty good size actually.
Yeah.
And there's only a couple stores here. There's a
Christian bookstores.
Christian bookstore. There's a
wellness
church
spa,
right here.
5 churches.
There's a
DMV's in
autism
here.
place.
Well, we just got through going there actually.
It's pretty liminal. I'd give it like a
liminal out of 10 probably.
Liminal out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say so. So I'm glad you guys got to see the Richmond Mall. It's a very personal and very nostalgic place for me. I keep saying that like a broken record. But even though it is a dead mall, it's also like a living gem of the past. It's a reminder of how things used to be, and it literally did smell like 2005 in there. And for that, I'm grateful to be able to immortalize it in this video and in this series. The final liminal space image location for this video is a strange, uncanny photograph from Eastern Kentucky University. Now, this photo was actually featured in one of Jaden's videos a couple years ago, and I remember watching it and then not realizing it was in the video, and I texted him once I saw it because I used to go to school there. That's where my alma mater is. Again, I'm not trying to dox myself. I do not go there anymore. And I quite literally have seen this exact liminal space location in real life hundreds of times while walking to class. So I knew I had to come visit it, and I knew I had to get footage of it. Eastern Kentucky University, or EKU as it's called, is located in Richmond, not too far from the Dead Mall. But the specific place of the image itself is this courtyard area outside of a classroom building and a living hall. I don't want to give too much detail because I don't want to, dox the people there, but you'll see it in the video. The image itself is a classic liminal space photo that was submitted by one of Jaden's fans, and it was taken at nighttime, featuring an odd patch of fake-looking grass, turf stuff, a crooked little pathway, and tall brick buildings towering over it. To me, this image kind of gives the vibe of the level 188 hotel room from London Heathrow, but kind of an outside version. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. And it definitely is a very strange and empty-looking place. This location was a trip down memory lane for me as well, like all of them are, and as you'll see, it looks even stranger in person.
Shout out to everybody in Kentucky who might be watching, and he's just mad because he's broke. He doesn't have meta glasses.
Listen, bro, I mean, the Broogli budget, it was not big enough this year, apparently, for meta glasses.
Says the guy who lived in $1,700 suburban hell.
That's me, bro. You guys want to be in a YouTube video?
Dude, please. Let's go. You want to be famous?
Police sirens, classic Richmond City. Somebody's probably getting arrested. But we're here looking at liminal spaces, so we got our priorities straight. Like,
the lights are perfect. Like, just the way it illuminates that. Well, that's how lights work.
Yeah.
So, you know the way the
explain lights again to me, Jaden.
So there's like a light bulb and a light creates light, right?
Yeah. So the light bulb is liminal because it makes light. Is that what I'm saying?
On your channel?
Yeah. What do you have to say about this? Final thoughts.
I would give this a find out at the end of the video.
Okay, retention. He's about retention. Look at this guy, bro. He's taking a video of a picture of a picture.
And it was his idea.
And it was my idea. It was my idea.
Now, not to be too meta, but I do think it's pretty cool that this sort of liminal photo exists on a college campus, because that time of your life, that is the most in-between liminal time that you're going to experience. You're between childhood and real adulthood, you're between figuring it out and not having any money. You're between young and old, right? So it's even cooler that these liminal spaces can exist inside of liminal times in your life, if that makes any sense. Either way, I'm glad I could also immortalize this location just like the mall and my old neighborhood, as my time that I spent at this college was an interesting era to say the least, and I'm glad I got some cool footage of the liminal space and the recreation of the image to make it immortal on the internet. All three of these locations essentially hit the nail on the head of what we're going for in this series. We're exploring, we're documenting, we're looking for these specifically strange areas that are full of nostalgia and liminality. These places that provide an uncanny comfort and even a melancholic feeling all over the country. And for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be going to them and recreating these images like we did today and trying not to get eaten by the entities that are there. That's a Backrooms joke. You don't have to laugh. But coming from the weird vivarium neighborhood to the college I used to go to, it's just all very nostalgic for me, and I hope you could see that through this video. And following that up, if you did enjoy this video and you want more, stick around to my channel and Jaden's channel for the next 2 weeks, because we're going to continue to do these every day for those 2 weeks, visiting those different locations, recording them, vlogging them, recreating the images. It's already so fun. I cannot wait for you to see what we have planned. Obviously, you've seen the map of the places we're going. It's going to be a great time. Also uploading videos over on my Instagram and TikTok, so shout out to those. Go follow both of those platforms, and you'll be able to see behind-the-scenes footage, extra footage, and kind of follow along at a more personal level. Who knows if this series will succeed? I hope it does, but I'll have a fun time just visiting real-life liminal areas, and I hope you have a fun time watching. With all that said, this has been day 1 of the Liminal Space Roadtrip. I will see you tomorrow for day 2, where we're going to visit the real-life Backrooms Level 0 location. And I'll see you guys then.